Welcome to the Strange Motion Way Remote Location Podcast. I am Tim Strange with
Carrie Strange.
So what are we doing, Carrie?
We are at the FM3 Cars and Cones Road Trip 2025. It's our 10-year anniversary, and we're just going to interview some of our folks that have been on our FM3 Road Trip for 10 years, 5 years, first year, whatever it is. We're out here at the Autocross, out here at the Grip Autocross.
What is this different than any other drive event, power tour, drag week? What is this?
So it is a week-long road trip, and what we do is, first and foremost, it's a charity event. We did
You find somebody in the autocross community that needs some kind of help going
in
through
the automotive
health
industry.
issues or something.
Exactly. And we've only done a organization once, but the other 9 years it has gone to individuals.
And what did Jimmy say? In the 9 years ahead, you guys have raised $370,000.
Correct.
$370,000 over the last 9 years, and we're just getting the week started on year 10.
Yep. So we're out here at Grip Autocross today. We were at Grip Autocross yesterday as well.
In Gadsden, Alabama.
Gadsden, Alabama. The good folks down at Big Oak Garage. Sorry, Will. They were gracious enough to host us with dinner last night and some fun games and activities. So we decided to come out to the autocross today.
Got to see the cool projects. We're kind of selfish. You plan the events.
Yeah.
We call our friends like, hey, can we do a tour stop? Can we do a tour stop?
Yeah.
A few of these people on this tour stops are night tours, are in a SEMA thrash.
Yes.
So that's crazy that they said, yeah, come on in.
Yes, because it is October. It's, a lot of people are leaving for SEMA next week. So it's kind of a crazy time, but we've got a great group of people with us this year. So it's going to be an exciting episode, so make sure you tune in.
It's about 50 cars out here, a lot of regulars. There's a handful of people, it's their first time. And there's a handful of people that have done all 10.
Yeah, if you've never been on a road trip with car people, having 50 cars is a lot. Like, if you get any more than 10 cars in a caravan, it gets hard, because when you get in stoplights and stuff, it's hard to keep everybody together.
And you guys kind of started this because FM3 runs the logistics side of the Hot Rod Power Tour with the Motor Trend / Hearst people now.
Yeah.
And it was like, some people just said Power Tour is too big. It's still awesome, but you can't drive 6,000 cars together.
Yeah.
So even with 50 cars, you get separated, you cause traffic, people are looking at you.
It's hard to get everybody in one hotel and restaurants and that kind of stuff. So that's why we started doing the shop tours and having dinner there. Again, it's hard. We can't park 2 cars at our shop.
And then
so
being only
50
to 80 cars that you've had through the years, you can do shop tours. You can't do shop tours like that.
No.
You can't go to a hot rod shop that's finishing a SEMA build with 6,000 people.
God.
Yeah.
No, it would be a logistics nightmare.
So we're going to interview some people.
Yep.
We started, I guess we did that recording, but you're going to edit it very creatively. We started, check-in was at the end of the Optima Search for the Ultimate Streetcar Race at Barber Motorsports Park. Some of us got to go to the museum. It's incredible.
Yep, so we'll bounce back and get that one, and we'll just kind of throw these together and get you an awesome episode that we hope that you stay all the way through, because you never know who the next person's going to be, so make sure you stay watching and listening. And
as the week goes on, she'll explain the charity cup and the donatable offenses and all of that, and like Will Posey on the first stop, I said, I'm going out of order here, but he's like, this is the funnest event. He's had a bunch of tour stops and come by his place, and he's done a bunch of tour stops. He's done road trips, and you just can't explain the donatable offenses, the crazy games that Carrie comes up with. I don't know where she comes up with these. So
it's not all me. I have a lot of help from a lot of, maybe TikTok, and a lot of people. Terry brought the stuff last night for the game, so it was fun. It's a lot of fun. We get very creative. We keep it very laid back. No rules, and we just have a lot of fun.
So we're going to grab some people through the week and put together a whole episode of the week on the 10th anniversary FM3 Road Trip. Cars and Cones.
FM3 Road Trip.
It's really only autocross 2 days.
Yeah, it's...
and it's a non-competitive...
You don't have to use an autocross. I have an autocross I might today.
Yeah,
no, I'm not. I don't want to freak him out.
The 58 Ranch Wagon, he just pulled in. He didn't come to the tour today. He'll meet us probably tonight at the hot rod shop. So.
Yep. So it's a lot of fun. Cool. Thanks. Okay, so here we are. We have our first interview that we're going to do. So this is Terry Bowman. She has been on every single FM3 road trip. And what do you drive, Terry?
A 1982 El Camino.
There you have it. And you are by yourself every single year.
Yep.
No passengers. She just drives her El Camino with Victor, and Victor drives his truck along with us. How did you guys learn about the FM3 road trip?
I really don't know. Vic had come home and mentioned that there was this new road trip going on. It sounded like a lot of fun. Some people we knew were going to go. He said, do you want to go? Sure.
Sign me up.
Yeah, always up for a road trip.
Awesome, awesome. And our first road trip when we started, we started in North Carolina. And I remember Jimmy doing a driver's meeting, and he asked how many people have never autocrossed before. And I think half of the field raised their hand.
At least.
Yeah. And we were like, holy cow, this is going to be fun. So what are some of your highlights from some of the past FM3 road trips?
I would say the biggest thing is all the people we've met, the new friends we've made, new areas of the country we've seen we've never been to, the autocross. I had never done it before.
It's a lot of one of them that raised your hand.
I was.
Awesome.
I'm not a pro at it by any means, but it's fun.
Yep.
I enjoy doing it.
And it puts a big smile on your face.
It does.
Yes, it's a lot of fun. I don't autocross. I don't even, every once in a while I'll ride with somebody, but I am a control freak, most people know. So I like to be in control.
That's why I drive my own car.
And I'm very competitive, so this is a non-competitive event, so I just choose to just spectate and relax when you guys are autocrossing. But we do a lot of fun games. Is there one game that we've done over the years that stands out to you as your favorite?
Probably the balloon races.
Yeah? Those were fun.
Those were fun.
Those were fun.
The ring toss last night was pretty good too.
That was awesome. Yeah, that was awesome. We've got some good games in the mix for this week still. So
cool.
We might even have to replay one or two of the other ones that we've done in the past. Remember that time we were at Lingenfelder and we had the dance off?
Yes.
Jimmy started to undress. I was like, this is very bad, really fast.
Which they had on like 3 shows.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. There's been some fun. Which stop that we've been on has been your favorite so far?
Lingenfelder was a great one.
Yeah.
Johnson's Horsepower Garage was awesome.
Absolutely.
They have some absolutely fantastic cars. All of them have been good. There hasn't been a bad stop.
Yeah, all of them have just been unique in their own way. And that's one thing I get when I reach out to these folks and I start talking to them. It's like, well, what do we need to do? How do we need to do the tables? And I said, we want your input. Like, I don't want to do a cookie cutter type event. I want you guys, we're flexible. If we had to, well, I wouldn't say if we had to sit on the ground, we'd all be okay with it because we're all getting older and we can't get off the
until
ground.
we have to go.
Exactly. But that's the thing, and that's what you touched on at the very beginning. The people.
Yes.
The people that are on this event are just like, I remember one trip or one stop last year. Well, I think it was last year that we stayed at the hotel and we just had pizza and we literally ate it out of the back of somebody's truck. Yep. So it's like, we're not these fancy, dancy, people.
If you want fancy, this is the wrong trip.
Exactly. No.
But if you want really good times and really good people, you need to do this one.
Amen. I agree 100%. So this year is very special for you. We're not going to get into a lot of details on it, but we're doing our charity event for your son this year.
Right.
So it was a kind of a no-brainer for me when I found out, and you and I were talking, and honestly, it was a no-brainer for every single person. You guys have supported us, and you guys have been on, and you're the only people that have drove the same car.
The only one.
Jimmy and I haven't even done that. So, and even on our autocross team, we haven't even had the same autocross team all 10 years. So we haven't had the same trailer, truck. I don't even think we've had the same cone. So, it was a no-brainer. So we got a lot of people that are rallying for you guys, and we love you guys. We love having you on the tour with us, and we're just really, really glad that we can all step up and help you out. And we'll hopefully have, I know you're going through a lot. I just lost my cousin a couple weeks ago, and it's hard. It's a lot, and there's a lot going on, and if we can just make you guys smile for a little bit, that's what we're here for.
You do that.
Absolutely. And like a lot of parking lot parties and a lot of laughing, and that laughing is good for the soul.
Oh, yeah.
So, absolutely. Anything else you'd like to tell the crew?
If you get a chance to do this trip, you absolutely need to do it.
Absolutely.
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 Come on with us on our Cars and Cones Road Trip Week, brought to you by FM3. It is noisy behind us right now. Have you been on every one of these?
I have not. I got in, I think, 2 years into it.
Okay.
I got invited, I think Brett Vocal actually invited me the first time.
Okay. We got Ken Kelly here. He's coming out of Texas. First, what are you racing here this week?
This week I'm racing a BMW M2.
And you have brought Mopars. Allegedly, last year or the year before, you did so many, what do we call, shenanigans in your car. You had to order a new set of tires, or they were totally gone by the end of the week, or something like that.
I literally drove back to Texas with Ford showing all the way back to Texas in the rain.
But you still had the rubber with the car. It was just on the corner.
It was on the car, yeah.
You did an epic burnout over there at Ian Johnson's place. That was an epic burnout. So,
yeah, that was the Cuda. We had the Cuda last year.
So we have all different types of people and backgrounds on here. What do you do for a living? Here we are, take two, because we ran out of discs. So I don't even know what we talked about the first time. We're going to do this over. Ken Kelly here, coming out of Texas on Cars and Cones Road Trip. Tell everybody what you do for a living.
I own Gearhead Classics and Gearhead Next Door Garage in Sherman, Texas, and we buy, sell classic cars, and we also do some consignments for classic cars. We build cars from the ground up and do just all types of maintenance and repairs and improvements on classic cars there in Texas.
A huge place. We did our kickoff there a couple years ago. And how much square footage you have there?
We're up to about 85,000 square feet now. We've got a big shop. We just built a big shop behind it just to store projects that are upcoming and parts, and it just keeps kind of growing. The shop side of it is growing a whole lot in the last year or two. Mm-hmm. We built a truck for SEMA, $1 million Ford truck, and it did real well, and I think it got a lot of attention, so people started really sending more and more stuff to us, and we stay busy. We stay, booked well out ahead and keep the guys going. I've got 7 mechanics and, 2 painters and a lot of guys.
We talked about this in the parking lot last night, that a lot of those guys, you were talking about how good they are, how good a person they are, and you gave some of them guys second chance. Not second chance with you, but some of them had been in trouble, spent some time away, and you hired these guys, and some of them, they've learned their lesson, and now they're on their feet doing
It's amazing. We've got some great guys, and a lot of them have had, a lot of those car guys that grew up in that car culture, so they're out screwing around out in high school and early college ages. They're doing some goofy stuff here and there. They like drag racing. Mm-hmm. They like running big cars.
I had a friend that would come, my dad's friend that would come by when I was a little kid. He went to jail. He seriously did Dukes of Hazzard stuff. Small town. The cops would chase him. They blew a cop car up with a Molotov cocktail. He went to prison for that. He blew a cop car up in this small town of like 3,000 people. He thought he was Bo Duke or something, man. I'll never forget that. I kind of forget that story every once in a while. I was like 10 years old when that happened.
But yeah, it's really amazing how you take some guys who have a real passion for the cars. Mm-hmm. They love the cars. And so they have to have that passion, or I don't bother hiring them. Yeah. I don't need a mechanic.
You got to have that sickness.
So they want to do that. It's the stick-to-itness when things don't work right, or things don't. Rarely on classic cars with all these new parts they're handing us, nothing goes together like it should. You got to innovate. You got to figure out a way to make it work. Yeah. And so the right guys are normally some tougher guys that have been through a little bit. Yeah. My shop foreman is just a real tough old guy that's been doing it since he was 12 years old. Had some history in life, so he appreciates the opportunity to keep doing what he loves to do, and that's really what it matters.
The guys you had when we were there, as a good group of guys you got up. So what are you racing this week?
Little 2025 BMW M2.
Yeah.
It's kind of my daily driver. I bought it just for something to drive, and then I started working on the Cuda and changing transmissions out and stuff, so I went ahead and took it to a couple of events, and the car just really does really, really well with not a whole lot of modifications yet.
You say your wife's here the first time, and she's been out here driving.
My wife's never actually driven a car on a track, ever. Yeah. And she asked me to drive, and I was like, here, and I threw her keys and showed her how once, and she's probably done 25, 30 laps already since we've been here, and she's hooked on it. She's out there doing it right now. Yeah. I have to argue, kind of beat her out of the way to go. I can drive my car, but Yeah, she's really having a blast with it, so I made up having to get her car switch all over with.
And then your sister's out here. You got one of your third-gen Camaros. She's out here driving it. There was a third-gen story, allegedly. We have to say allegedly so you don't get in trouble. That first third-gen you built, I don't know what year, I don't know what state we was in, and you were pulled over along the road, so I stopped, and it's like, I think that the throttle body froze up. And you open the hood, and it was all frosted up. It was like, well, why? And he goes, because when you're going, allegedly, triple digits down a highway and hitting the nitrous, because you were getting ready to take that to the standing mile, and it iced up, and it's like, oh, it'll melt out, and then off you went again. So, yeah, allegedly.
We might have run out of nitrous, but we pulled it off.
Why do you keep coming back to the Cars and Cones trip? Why do you think it's so fun?
It's just the family environment, the people here, I mean, from all over the country. Of course, we all have a love of cars to start with. But there's just a great group of people here. They really actually take care of each other. They kind of care about each other.
I mean, look at the variety. We got a 66 El Camino, an 80-something El Camino, a Patina C10, a purple version of the red, or what do they call them? Little Express.
Little
Express Dodge truck, a new Charger, a first-gen Camaro, a G-body, Mustang, couple more Camaros, some GT. I mean, we got a huge variety of stuff here. It's pretty cool. We got a C8 Vet.
Modern guys, old car guys.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And the people are a very huge variety also. We've got people here from, Dave Sharp and, owns Forge on Wheels to, a guy Vic that owns a little shop in Fancy Gap, Virginia.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, what you don't want to do is know Vic and drive by Fancy Gap without stopping, because they will wear you out.
Yeah.
If you go by Fancy Gap, you better pull in there and say hi to Vic.
Yeah.
I learned that the hard way.
Yeah. So yeah, we always have fun when Ken's around. We don't record when we're in the parking lot because the stories get a little deep and Carrie would have to edit and censor a whole lot of stuff. And Ken, you've always been a great supporter of the charity auctions and everything, and we thank you for what you've done. And how many years you've been doing this?
This is my 7th year.
Okay, cool.
7th year.
We want to thank Ken Kelly for being a guest on here. We got his son Caleb, which is an event photographer. We got him on our podcast. It'll be before this at the Ultimate Streetcar event. So a lot of good family stuff going on, and I really like your boy. He's a good dude. So
He's a good kid.
Yeah,
He really is.
Here we are with another guest, another participant on the Cars and Cones road trip this year. Tell everybody who you are, where you're from.
My name is John Stevens, and I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
How many years have you been coming on the road trip?
We've been on this road trip all 10 years.
All 10?
Yeah, we haven't missed a single one.
And what are you driving?
This year, we're currently driving Aaron Albu's 1990 Ram Charger, which is a 2-wheel drive. It's got a Dodge Viper drivetrain, engine tranny in it. It's got a Ride Tech rear 4-link in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun truck to drive. It's definitely not your typical autocross.
Are you driving it some too? Or are you getting behind the wheel?
Yeah, we're switching off.
Okay.
Yep. Been driving that, getting a lot of ride-alongs with everybody else.
I'm getting ready to go. I want to go throw some beanbags.
Oh,
buckets.
Sounds good.
I want to try that.
Ride the Ram Charger. It's got a nice big window to go out of.
Yep. Yeah. I need to do that.
Sure.
So why do you guys always come to this? You've been into more than me. I've only done like 3 full ones.
Yeah.
I've done bits and parts and then go back to the shop. Carrie does all of them, obviously.
Well, we like to go on road trips and do car stuff. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
We did Power Tour a number of years before we started doing this, so we found that this is just a lot more personal group. It's a smaller group. We can get into a lot of different venues. We get to see a lot of cool car collections, go to a lot of cool shops, and we get invited to a lot of places because we have a smaller group.
Yeah.
And the people that we have been and met on this trip, everybody's personable. Everybody's willing to help you if you have an issue. It's just been a great experience, and I have yet to hear anybody say they had a bad time.
Yeah, right. There's a few people that don't quite understand the charity part of it.
Right.
You can come and do it. Right. And it's not like you have to put some money out. If you want to play the games, you can play some beanbag games and spend 10 or 15 bucks and throw some beanbags with a chance to win some Summit gift certificates.
Right.
But then we have some guys, which we just got done interviewing, Ken Kelly, make sure the charity stuff.
Yeah. Yep, I like the charitable donations that we do. I think that makes it really fun.
It's so fun. Like, you can't understand the donatable offenses until you come do this.
Yeah,
and
it's just as fun to call somebody out as it is to throw yourself under the bus, It feels good to donate money to people who are in need and stuff, too, So it's a great...
And none of us are rich. I mean, but if you can help somebody with our car community, we have to stick together. And that's what this week's really about. There's a lot of events and drag weeks and dragon drives and power tours, but like you say, this becomes a family. You know, we'll run into each other at other events, and it's like, oh, Cars and Cones people.
Among all the car events that I do that are charity events and stuff, nobody raises more money than this event.
Well, there's a couple. I do Battle in Bama, but there's thousands of people there, and they raise $50,000, $70,000. The Triple Crown, that's another one. There's not a lot of events that do charity stuff to help people. Right. And then the Triple Crown raised almost $100,000 with 2 different charities.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. But like they do ride-alongs. Finch does the BF Goodrich ride-along. Yep. You have to pay $20 to ride in the car. Sure. And they do pinstripe auctions. And then we auction stuff, and Chip Foose comes up and sells renderings.
Oh,
and, you know,
that's great.
So it goes a little crazy. But
how many people?
That's what I say. There's thousands of people there. Yeah. And this week's 50 people.
50 people, and we'll raise at least $20,000.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
So, I mean,
it's pretty awesome. But there's just so much fun. I'm tired already. We're day 2.5 here.
We call it Hot Rods and Hangovers. Yeah. We have a lot of fun. And I heard Chris say something yesterday. He's like, the way I explain it is he's like, the racing is just something to pass the time until it's hanging out drinking time again,
the parking lot's always pretty fun.
Parking lot parties.
I did notice, I mean, we kind of petered out. We went in at 10 o'clock. I don't know how
we weren't far behind. Yeah. 10 years, we're all 10 years older than we were when we started this. So
it used to be 2, 3 a.m.
It used to be, for sure. So, nope, we're here to have a good time and, be responsible.
But we always enjoy you guys on the trip. So
it's been great meeting you guys, and we always have a good time. So.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being part of the family of Hot Rod Fun this week.
Thanks.
What did you call it again? You should copyright that.
Hot Rods and Hangovers?
Hot Rods and Hangovers.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me on the podcast, Tim.
Yeah. Here we are on another beautiful day on the FM3 Cars and Cones Road Trip. It feels like we're on day 75. It's actually Thursday. We drove down from Birmingham today to the International Motorsports Hall of Fame Museum at beautiful Talladega Speedway. I've been to Talladega a lot of times, seen the race, been here for car shows and stuff. I've never been in the museum. It was awesome. So here we got a guest here, Herb Lump.
Yep.
How many years have you been doing the Cars and Cones trip?
Since the very first one.
Oh, you're a 10-year. You've
Not
been
a 10-year. I skipped a few.
Okay.
But I did the very first one.
Okay.
I think about 6 or 7 of them.
What did you drive that year? Did you drive your Chevelle?
The C10.
Oh, you drove the C10.
Yeah,
okay.
the blue and red C10.
So if Herb's name sounds a little familiar, he's been around the industry for a long time. He's had cars and magazines. He's had a couple cover cars. Mm-hmm. Where's the places you've worked in the industry? I know you were Ride Tech.
Well, I'm retired from the Coast Guard.
Okay.
And then I worked for Ride Tech. And then I started my own shop, which is currently still going.
Cool.
Not a lot of customers, but that's fine. I'm retired.
And you like to autocross?
Yes, autocross, road course, road trip.
I think we had a talk online one time. You'd like to do like a land speed standing mile or a Bonneville car.
Yeah,
I think we all would if money was not an option, right?
I'm just hesitant with all the salt at Bonneville. I've done a standing mile.
Okay.
With one of my cars.
What did you do standing mile?
Maxton. Before they moved it.
Okay. What car did you run there?
Chevelle.
How fast did you go?
163.
Oh, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, not bad for a home-built street car.
Yeah. So with the standing miles, I have some friends that done it, but I've never done it before. It's you start from a stop.
Yes.
And you go timed mile and then shut down.
Yes.
So, like Bonneville is totally different. Of course, the surface is salt, so it's a little can be very treacherous and slippery. But you go different speeds of stuff, and they time your
flying mile.
Yeah, your flying mile 3, 4, 5, and if you set your time in your mile 3, that's the mile you got to back up that time or whatever. So
where standing mile is just one and done.
Yeah,
and you just keep doing as much as you can.
Cool. How many times have you done the standing mile stuff?
I think we went to Maxton 3 times.
Cool.
But then I guess they lost their contract with the airport, and so then they moved it around, and I think the ECTA was sold, so they go to different places now.
Yeah. They go to Arkansas now.
Yeah, they were in Ohio, Wilmington, Ohio, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
That was right after
I'd like to
Maxton.
go to one of those events. I got a buddy, he always forgets to tell me. I guess he's not as much a buddy as I thought he was. He doesn't give me a heads up. Hey, want to ride with? So
I think up in Maine somewhere, or the Northeast, they do a 1.5 mile run.
Oh, okay.
And then you got the Texas mile, of course.
Cool.
But yeah.
So what do you do at your shop?
Everything, except paint and interior.
Okay. I do paint. We can partner up.
That's a good idea.
So what do you think is the funnest of this? people have never been on the Cars and Cones trip. They can't understand the shenanigans, the donatable offenses, and we had an epic parking lot party last night. Everybody dressed up in Halloween costumes. Yeah. We're still, 2 weeks from Halloween, so we got a lot of looks from the people. But the hotel was very welcoming. We warned them what we were going to do all week, staying at the same hotel, and the counter lady was our judge. So they were all about it. So.
It was fun.
So everybody, what you dressed up as?
My wife and I were cave people.
Cave people. Couldn't hardly see your face.
That was the idea. So there's no photo evidence.
He had fuzzy boots on last night. I petted his fuzzy boots. It wasn't awkward at all. You had to be there to understand it. So what's your future hold in the automotive world? Is there a dream car that Herb wants to build? Other than the the Bonneville thing?
I own them.
You own them already?
Yeah. We've got the El Camino, which we've had for 28 years.
That's what, the yellow 66, you're driving that this week.
The Chevelle, the C10. We're building a 59 Galaxy for my wife right now. It's a family car. And I reacquired another K5 Blazer and a C3 Corvette recently.
It sounds like you got plenty to keep
busy. I don't need any more. We're planning on putting up another building on our property, so I have more room. I can.
You sure you want to put that out? This is being recorded, and your wife might watch this. It's like, we don't need any more cars. Like, my wife knows that I'm always looking for something.
I don't want more cars. I just want a nice place to park them.
Yeah.
Because the shop is always dirty.
Yeah. We need a shop behind the house, because the Corvair stays at the house, but all my other stuff stays in the shop. You know, as soon as you sand Bondo over here, it's like you threw a bag of flour over there.
You can't grind or cut anything without a pin everywhere.
Yeah. So. We want to thank Herb Lump. Tell them where they can find you on social media if they want some work done.
Facebook is at Herb Lump. Rotten Metal Garage. I'm on Instagram and Facebook, of course. I don't have a web page or anything, but
anybody looks at websites anymore, do they?
Yeah. Well, I guess you want to buy parts.
Yeah. I guess
you got to research the parts before you hit go.
Yeah, that's true. Cool. Well, it's always a pleasure having you on the trip. I really enjoyed the museum. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
I was taking pictures because I'm a drag race IndyCar fan, so I was looking at all the drag race Hall of Famers in there and the IndyCar stuff.
And all the old NASCAR stuff, they're just hot rods. That's what's cool about them. They're just hot rods.
Those guys had big cojones, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like the cars that, like Davey Allison era, the cars like your local dirt track super stock cars have more safety and tech in them than that. I mean, it's crazy when you look at those cars. And I had little goosebumps when I walked in the rec room with all the crashes and the videos.
And people walked away.
Yeah, it
doesn't look possible.
Yeah. So, very cool. Thanks, Herb.
All right.
Yeah. Speedway.
Section.
Okay. Actually, William, Bill, last name is Pawson with a P-A-W, like Lawson or Dawson. But
where are you from?
Originally, Amityville, New York, and I currently live in Tampa, Florida.
How many years have you been doing Cars and Cones?
I think this is...
You've done a majority of them.
I think this might be 7. I was trying to find photo proof, but I found 2018 pictures, and it was my other car, so I think I at least did 7.
So talk about the different vehicles you have driven on the tour. You always start in the same car.
Yeah. I have a 69 Mustang that surprisingly made it the first year with like all the old stuff in it. Bunch of issues, and then broke it. Not on that trip. It broke a bunch of times on that trip, but we made it home. And that was to Michigan and Indiana. That was a long one.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think I've brought it another time and broke it. Ended up with a rental car. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
So,
but didn't you smoke a rental car? And then they just gave you a minivan.
Allegedly, Enterprise isn't here, are they?
Yeah. And there was some crazy games with loading up people with bean bags thrown at the buckets and stuff.
We rented an Impala because I literally went there and asked them for the fastest car they had. I said, "Oh, we're doing a charity run. I just need a car." And somehow I slipped in the fastest one they have, and he's like, "Probably the Impala." So he gave me the Impala, and we, I don't know, might have got air over some railroad tracks. I think we hit 130 somewhere. Allegedly. Yeah, I mean, I meant kilometers.
Yeah.
And autocrossed it, and I figured out that if you left it and drive 1, you would hit the rev limiter on like the one straightaway we had. It would bounce off the rev limiter for about 2 seconds, and then you just make the turn. So there's no reason to shift. So I left it in first about, I don't know, the last 4 or 5 autocross runs, and then it started ticking. So pretty sure that motor was given up. And then we ended up with a minivan after that.
Yeah, they're like, you're not getting anything again.
No, they gave me two options: a minivan or a pickup truck.
Minivan held strong though for the abuse it might have got that.
Yeah,
week.
it was what is it? One of Dodge Town and Countries.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one did. It held up. We abused it slightly, maybe.
So your car isn't a normal Mustang. You have beer cans glued to the hood from a distance. It looks like an 8-stack injection, and there's a piece of pizza glued to the hood.
Yeah.
Because there was a story that maybe we won't tell on here, but we raised money through the week for the charity cup, and there was some money raised for a young female of age female to eat the pizza off the hood that was been on there all week with bug guts and
correct
window washer fluid and stuff like that on it. So
that did happen.
Yeah. So it's always a good time. Wild Bill prints our books for us, so we appreciate that, and it's always fun. Having him and Ed. Ed doesn't want to be on there, so we're just going to throw Ed under the bus and tell what happened, Ed.
We can, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know the legalities of that.
So allegedly, you can do all kinds of stuff. This other guy had a Camaro, and he's like, for $20, you can drive my car, and that $20 goes to the charity cup. Then Ed, the owner of the car, he would match that. Well, your buddy Ed, we call you guys the Ponytail Brothers, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
And he got a little loose and went through the fence. Nobody got hurt.
He did.
Car just got a little boogered up, but not bad. But the car's still drivable. But
Yeah.
That's why I don't drive other people's cars. That's why.
He didn't want to either. I made him do it.
Yeah, peer pressure's rough on this trip, isn't it?
Might be my fault.
Yeah, there might be some peer pressure on it.
But I also told him to leave it first, and he went to second. So that's where he lost it, because he lost all the engine braking. And I was like, just first, let off, turn.
Yeah.
And he hit second gear out straight away, and then it was just too much speed.
Well, we want to thank Wild Bill for keeping all the stories that could get everybody in trouble off of this little interview here. And you're always a blast. This giggle never stops all week. We all laugh. After last night, our stomachs hurt from laughing in the parking lot last night. And we got a couple more nights of those left. So thanks for coming along, Wild Bill.
Thank you.
All right, here we are on the FM3 Road Trip with another one of our great guests, Karen. So, how many years have you been on the FM3 Road Trip?
5.
5 years. All right. What was your first year?
19, I think.
Okay.
Maybe it's 4.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So,
19.
what has been your favorite stop of all the stops that you've done?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
There's been a lot of them.
There's been a lot of them, and that's so hard. That's super hard. Super hard, super hard. I don't know, because I've liked every single state. I think everything we do in Tennessee, though, is still my fave. North Carolina, Tennessee, oh no. Charlotte.
So is there some place that we haven't been to yet that you'd be like, that'd be a really cool place to go?
Yeah, California. Highway 1.
That would be pretty epic. That would be pretty awesome. And I think Andy Vocal would agree with you.
Yeah,
that's where he wants to go.
That's my dream trip.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite part of FM3 Road Trip?
The association, the people, the road tripping, the windows down, everybody comes together and fixes your car because it breaks no matter what.
Yeah. Even new cars, they break. They all break.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's absolutely. So, had you autocrossed before you came on the FM3 Road Trip?
No.
And have you autocrossed since you've been on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what would you tell people if they've never autocrossed before?
It's scary as hell. No, it's not. Everybody's super nice, and you got to try new things.
That's right. There's no pressure.
Get out of the comfort zone. Try it.
No competition, so it's the best time to try it because there's no pressure. It's just come out and have fun.
It's actually slower than it looks.
Yeah.
No, it's actually looks slower than it is, but it's not ridiculously hard. I was nervous to try it the first time.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's fun.
So you haven't been for a couple years. You're back again this year, and it's just like a huge family. Like we get new people that come in. It's just. Yeah,
it is. It's like a week-long family reunion, right?
It is. With family you like.
Yes.
With family you like.
Yes.
So awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to tell our viewers about the trip?
This is the most epic trip of all the things that I do and all the vacations. This is the one. This is the one I couldn't wait to be here again.
Perfect. All right, well, thanks for being a guest. Thank you.
Here we are still at Talladega Super Speedway with another of the FM3 Cars and Cones participants. Tell everybody who you are and where you're from.
I am Pete Tenza from Tampa, Florida.
How many times have you came on Cars and Cones?
This is year 5. My first year was the Michigan trip. Let's see, I had a 16 Mustang back then, and I did a couple years with some rental cars, and then the last 2 times I've been out was with the 80 Vet.
You come with those troublemaker guys?
I do.
Yeah.
They.
I'm surprised that you all are allowed out of the state. Like, is there like a?
Well, there's a checkpoint before we leave.
Oh, okay. You have to sign permission.
Yeah.
You have to be back by Saturday evening.
Yeah. We have to get scheduled out. Yeah.
So why do you come to Cars and Cones trip? What do you get out of it, other than the belly laughs constantly all day long?
Honestly, it's down to the camaraderie. You know, seeing things you haven't seen before is always cool, but making memories, telling stories, making new ones, that's what it's about. Helping, you know, if someone has an issue and you can help, you know, that's what it's all about for me.
Cool. So you drove a Mustang before. Did you spin out or lose it? Because, you know, on the internet, that's what Mustangs do.
Well, it was a stock one.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't nothing too special. Everyone thought that one was a rental too.
Yeah. So do you have any, like when we're planning this in the future, it's like, oh, how about going even a different state or whatever? Because like Gary or Jimmy and Shroja put this together, and they don't really tell you guys, they tell you where we're starting, and they don't really, other than like you might need to get hotel reservations at these places or whatever. I don't even know. I just come along because Gary tells me to. And is there anything you like, oh man, I'd really like to go wherever?
Not off the top of my head. When I've been doing my own personal road trips with the wife, sometimes we'll come across some cool roads, and I'll text Jimmy and be like, here's a waypoint, check that out, you know.
So I just heard this subliminal with the wife to make sure that you have a wife that you're not actually with those guys.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make
I am
sure.
spoken for.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we want to thank you for being on the trip. And we got a day and a half more of shenanigans left.
Can't wait.
Yeah. So here we are with a couple rookies on the Cars and Cones trip. Tell everybody who you are and where you're from.
I'm David, and this is Sherry, David Passmore. We're from Moody, Alabama, about 30 minutes away from where we are right now.
So you've been on the trip, hanging out when you're coming home to the hotel when you go home every night?
We've been hanging out at the shops and then going home, and we did hang out with the shop at the party last night. Yes.
Yeah, but you helped some guys get their car in and work on their car the other night?
Yeah, that was Tuesday. I think it was.
I don't know what today is.
Yeah, exactly.
Seems like day 75 or something.
It's like, yeah.
So how did you guys hear about Cars and Cones trip?
I saw something on Facebook about it, and we do a lot of, you know, this type of event, you know, touring stuff. That's kind of what we built the truck for. You know, all my hot rods in the past have always just been fun to drive straight, and I decided I wanted something that I could take on back roads and really enjoy, and that's where we came up with the idea to start our project on the truck that we built.
Cool. Did you do most of the work yourself?
We did all the work ourselves.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And that means us.
Yeah.
I mean, we do it together. You know, we have a lift, and basically when we got the truck, it was a pop-all cruise-in truck.
So allegedly there's a couple guys on this tour that are kind of jealous.
Oh.
It's like,
They should be.
His wife, they go, she's gorgeous, and she helps in the garage.
She encourages.
I don't know. I don't know if he used to help. She used to, my Carrie used to do upholstery for 15 years. So I shouldn't have time to hardly come to the shop. But.
Exactly. You know, I tell you, I'm really blessed. It's been It's just a whole different world.
I mean, are you like better looking when you stand on your wallet, or how? I don't,
I'm not. You know, we do everything together. I mean, everything. We ride mountain bikes together. We ride dirt bikes together. And
which we found out you're a past BMXer too.
Yes,
yeah.
Yeah. Old school BMX. Raced in the 80s. Actually, my first race was in 1978. But you know, we do everything together. And when we decided that, well, when we bought this house, we had an amazing shop that we fell in love with, and we just like decided we need something cool to build, and we found a good base project, and just kind of came up with some ideas. The first thing on our priority was get a good looking set of wheels and tires on it. And we basically built the truck around that, you know, and
which I keep looking over here because it's sitting right here. It's close to the one to where we got.
We love our truck. It's just, you know, we spend every second that we're not riding mountain bikes or dirt bikes, sleeping or at work, you know, working on that truck. You know, every day it's just something. We're always finding something to do to it, and she's very responsible for. You know, hugely responsible for a lot of the work, the painting, the detailing, the ideas of, you know, where the directions that we're going to go with the truck. Everything we do, we research together, we look at it together, and we make a decision together on what we do. And that's
we did not do that on Carrie's Corvair because I had no say in the color of her car.
Yeah.
That was totally,
and that is on our truck, the one thing that we have not touched. Everything else has been, there's not a bolt that we haven't touched, I don't think, other than the paint and body stuff. You know, we did wheels, tires, brakes, suspension. You know, we did a manual transmission swap on it, intake fuel system upgrades. I mean, you know, like I said, probably the only thing that we did not do is the back half of the exhaust. You know. And we're working on doing that ourselves. We want to change that too. So
when you decided to come out to this FM3 Cars and Cones road trip, did you have any idea the shenanigans that you would see and the belly laughs that we would have?
I did not. I mean,
it's a wild group of all types of people, all types of cars, all types of backgrounds, and that's what makes this week so much fun.
It's been awesome. I never laughed so hard in my life.
That's an understatement. You know, I mean, it's just been a blast. I mean, you know, we built that truck for this kind of stuff to drive and have fun, but the gatherings at the end of the day, I mean, even blow that out of the water. I mean, it's just amazing. You know, everybody just gets.
Even though you guys were kind of party poopers and showed up with no costumes, but we quickly
improvised that.
You had a cone on your head.
We won't talk about me.
He had some genitalia on it. Like he kind of held on to it. Yeah. They were good sports for not showing up with a costume because Carrie has to make everybody wear a costume. Carrie's the costume person.
And we thank y'all for doing that.
We did. But his was at that store, the Spirit Halloween. The lady's like, oh, I've never seen anybody actually buy one of these. But there was a second one in the parking lot last night. So
we thank y'all for doing that. We appreciate
that. Yeah. We've had a lot of fun.
I wouldn't do it on my own, but I definitely don't regret it. Or, you know, had no hard feelings about it.
So we assume that you guys will probably be on another one of these.
We hope so. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't know. Where would you like to go? I mean, you haven't been on all of them, so you don't know where we've all been. Is there like, oh, I'd like to go to this state, or go here, or a shop, or a museum, or a collection, or a factory?
Well, okay. Well, as far as stops, I mean, you know, there's so many stops. I'm not good at choosing that, but as far as terrain and locations, always Tennessee and North Carolina is always at the top of my list. I love those areas, the mountains.
I mean, we just live a couple hours from where we're staying, so we get to the area often. But I've seen some beautiful areas. I mean, you live around the areas, and you've probably been on a couple roads that you haven't been on, have you?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, I know a lot of these back roads because I've literally lived here my whole life, within 30 minutes of here, and I mean, the roads that we've been on, I'm like, okay, this is awesome. This is really awesome. You know, believe it or not, I travel a lot, but I've never been to the covered bridges. you know.
Yeah. I didn't get to do the covered bridges. I had to go around it because I was in the chase for it with my truck and trailer.
Right. There, you know, it was an awesome experience. We loved it, you know.
So I covered my mic. Yeah, thanks.
But
so tell everybody where they can follow you guys on social media.
Okay, so the best place to follow us is on Instagram, and it's Bitchin' Blue C10, and it's actually Bitchin_Blue_C10.
It's right on the window.
Yeah.
That's how I found it.
And we, you know, like I said, we basically just show everything that we build. We don't do videos a lot because I mean, you know, I'm a worker. I'm going to work on that truck, you know, and I'm actually kind of semi-camera shy. I do photography, and I'm really used to being behind the camera. But
you do have a face for radio.
But you know, you know, but we pretty much, you know, post everything that we're doing as we're doing it on the truck on the Instagram page, and it's a pretty good build.
So the next question, you know, since you have raced as an adult BMX, are you going to the Grands this year? Because me and Carrie are.
No.
Okay.
I haven't raced BMX in a while. I retired from racing in 21, and it was mountain bike enduro racing, which is some hardcore stuff.
Yeah.
And the terrain they're doing now is like places like Trials Training Center. That's like where Red Bull TKO is, some of the hardest terrain in the world. And Windrock, places like that. And I mean, that stuff will humble you.
Yeah.
And
me and Carrie don't leave the ground. We tell our BMX team we're scared of heights.
Yeah.
Is why we stay on the ground. Yeah, we're not big jumpers.
You know, that MTB enduro stuff, man, they, you know, there's drops and steep rock rolls in there that will just, I mean, they will scare the heck out of you. It's something, you know. But
we want to thank you guys for not ditching us after day one and sticking it out and having a lot of fun. It's been awesome getting to hang out and get to know you guys. So I know this won't be the last trip that we'll see you on.
It's been a great experience.
Yeah.
It's been a great experience.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
And we appreciate it too. Thanks. Thank you.
So here we are with some great guests here on the FM3 Road Trip. Still here at beautiful Talladega Speedway, waiting for the bus ride. Have you guys rode the bus yet?
We have not.
No.
I know it's hard to believe, but this is not my first time getting on a short bus.
Same.
So we have Dave and Sherry here from Forge Line Motorsports. You can't go to any racing event, any car show anymore, and see Forge Lines. I'm going to say all the autocross series I go to, I'm saying it's 85, 90% Forge Lines.
It's a big percentage, yep.
It's a big percentage of Forge Line wheels. So you guys are also a sponsor on the cruise. And how many of these you guys been on?
Every single one.
Every one.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome.
We've had some car trouble. We didn't finish every single one of them.
In the same car, or
we switched cars.
What are the different cars that you have came on? You don't have to say every 10. It's like, oh, I drove the. They have a second gen that she has named the Effin' Camaro. Did you do that in the Effin' Camaro?
We did. That's the car that broke down. That's when it first got done.
Come on, Schmitty. Come on. Schmitty ain't gonna watch this.
I had to hold that cup because the air conditioner drained into
I remember.
my shoe. So we had.
That's a simple fix, though.
It was.
That was
yes.
a simple fix.
Yes. So we took that home and exchanged for
the Audi, I think, or something. Yeah. And then we had the C5 Corvette, a couple years. Then the Stingray Corvette, and then we're in the C8 Z06 this year.
Does that have a set of carbon hoops on that?
It does. The current Z06 has carbon hoops.
And Dave ends up paying a lot for the autocross times because he's kind of competitive, isn't he?
A little bit,
yeah. But fast times must pay. So he almost should have had to pay because he didn't get in the top 3 that first day, and he looked like somebody, like he dropped his ice cream cone as a little kid.
I couldn't get it together.
Yeah. So what do you guys think is the funnest part of FM3 since you've done all this, the road trip?
It's always the people.
Yeah, 100% the people.
Yeah.
The friendships that you make over the years, and even if you only see everybody once a year, it doesn't make any difference. You just pick right back up.
And I know it's an honor to have you guys on here. You guys are super rad anyway. If people's never come up to their booth wherever you see them at PRI or some of the Good Guys shows and say hello. They're some of the best people in the industry. And when we go to these hot rod shops and stuff, people are excited that you guys are there. They're like, are you seriously? Mr. and Mrs. Forge Line are here? It's like, yeah. So
I have to say I do enjoy doing that too, because I see those customers like at a show or something, but I've never seen a lot of these people's shops. So it's great to see their shops, and their environment, and have them show me around and some of the projects that they're working on.
You can tell the people back at the office, I'm out of the. We're on a business trip. You can tell them that, But you're seeing your customers and hanging out with the people. But that's what I think is cool about. There's companies out there that people own the companies that are just they're company people. You guys are in it, like. Even though she named the car Effin' Camaro, you guys have cars for fun too. You have older cars, and you're real car people.
We are.
Very much so.
Yep, very much so. Yep.
And we always enjoy Dave and Sherry. Carrie, do you have any questions behind the camera for Dave and Sherry? I know you have to.
I do. I'm not going to put you on the spot to ask you like what your favorite stop is, because my favorite stop, one of my favorite stops was when you guys hosted it.
Which I didn't get to go to that year.
That was the year that, because you guys have hosted twice, right?
We have.
Yes. So the year that James Otto's brakes caught on fire, that place that we went to was phenomenal.
Yes,
so
the Taj.
Has there been, and you don't have to name the shop, but has there been any meal that stands out to you guys? It was like yay or nay?
I have to say the first time at Goolsby's with the tacos and Bruce Raymond's performance with the tacos. There's a theme here.
Yeah.
There's a theme.
There's a theme.
I get tacoed out living with Carrie. I thought the barbecue the other night at Boneyard was incredible barbecue.
That was probably one of the best barbecues.
Best ribs, some of the best ribs I've ever had.
And the baked beans.
Yep.
I couldn't do the baked beans. Yeah.
They were.
I can't do peppers.
They were amazing.
And do you guys normally take the routes, or do you normally go direct?
About half and half.
Sometimes we have to work a little bit.
We're working in the morning, right?
So when you do the routes, do you do them with the group, or is Sherry or Dave, depending on who's driving, is one navigating?
I'm thinking Sherry is just the passenger princess.
100%.
She does drive sometimes.
I mean, you don't need a navigator.
She was driving once because you were working. I do remember that.
You've got Google and Waze. You don't need a navigator.
Well, I'm just like the year that we went from. I think it was Bowling Green to Ride Tech. Tim and I about got divorced because the route wasn't working right, and we lost everybody else. And
but the technology on those Google Maps that Schroeder puts together have came a long way. So it's a lot easier to navigate that.
So when we did the Cumberland Gap. I got to drive because I didn't have any Dramamine. That was
the red Corvette. That was a great trip. Yeah,
that was a great trip.
So, is there any place that we have missed that you'd be like, oh, I'd really like to go to this place sometime?
Haven't done the Tail of the Dragon.
Isn't that what today is? Is like an Alabama?
Well, it's the Alabama Tail of the Dragon.
Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're definitely going on that.
Okay, there you go. But any places or shops that we should look at in the future?
Yeah, what about like Alan Johnson or any of those guys?
They were the ones that were too busy for their thrashing on a SEMA bill.
Okay.
We were less than a mile away from their shop when we autocrossed the last two days. We tried. And we tried to get into the radiator shop.
Angie did call and apologize to Carrie, but it's her car. So she was like, we got to get this done. Yeah. So, absolutely. That's all the questions I have.
That's all I got for now.
All right.
But we're gonna have.
We appreciate you.
We're gonna have Dave as a standalone guest on our Strange Motion Way podcast sometime soon, sometime this winter. We'd like to do the full on how you got your started.
Okay.
Wait, we just saw one of the original Forge Line ads in those magazines in there.
Oh yeah.
We had all those magazines from 1996, I think.
Yep.
Right. We started going through. There's like, I know there's an ad in here.
Is that when Forge Line started?
It started in '92, but I don't think we started really advertising in magazines until like '96.
Yeah.
Couldn't afford the advertising.
I have a lot more questions, but we're going to save that for an actual full podcast with Dave. So, and Sherry can be there too. Tell everybody who you are and where you're from.
My name is Jason Zapel. I am from Gaithersburg, Maryland.
I always butcher your name when I announce you on the autocross. Zapal is usually what I call you.
Well, the last time you didn't hear what Chad did up at UMI.
No, what'd Chad do?
Well, when I'm out
here... Can you say this on the microphone?
Yeah, I can.
On the camera?
When I'm out here, I'm Jason Zapel like Staple.
Uh-huh.
But when I'm racer, it's Jason Zapple like Apple. So it actually made me a mug.
Well, people mispronounce our last name all the time, too. Yeah. It's Stranger.
I know.
It's French. Nobody falls for that. We had a BMX announcer that would call Carrie Stranger and me Stranger. Yeah. So how many years have you been on Cars and Cones?
I want to say this is probably my 7th year.
Yeah. You do a lot of driving events too. Have you been at
I do.
UMI events at Muscle on the Mountain? I've seen you, and you've done some good guy stuff. And what are you driving this year on Cars and Cones?
Well, having 3 cars of my own, I ended up bringing my son's 22 Mustang GT, so I didn't have to worry about anything.
Yeah. Well, they still break, just even, because race car stuff.
Yeah, because race car.
So you're a passenger princess? Is that what you're saying? Or are you driving one?
No, I am rarely ever in the passenger seat.
Oh, okay.
Even when we go racing.
I don't know which one you're in. Which one are you in?
The black one over there by the Blazer.
Oh, okay.
The Blazette, sorry.
Oh, okay.
All black 22 GT.
I almost learned what everybody's in by the end of the week, and then
I can tell you what they're in. I just don't know their names.
Yeah, yeah. So, what do you like to come for this for? Just the fun. You're doing some of the shenanigans with you. You're doing some of the.
I try. I think people just put up with me because I'm funny sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Sometimes. That is a low key if you're funny. I guess. I don't know.
See, I make her smile a lot.
Yeah.
That and I end up fixing all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. You only get keep.
I have to be worth.
We've worked on some stuff this week too. Yeah. So. Yeah, I had to work on the Corvair last night in the parking lot and got the oil leak fixed. It was started.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I've done this. I did it in a stock C06 my first year. I brought my '71 Chevelle the second year, locked up the motor in North Carolina, had it towed home.
Oh.
The following year, I had a drive shaft explosion, 122 miles an hour. I mean, on the track. That was in Nowhereville, Indiana.
Yeah.
We had to pull over the side of the road with Chris Reinhardt, and we put the car up on stands, measured for the drive shaft. My son and John Alicia's son stayed there. We drove to a drive shaft shop, got it fixed, or got a new one made, came back and put it in. Next year, I lost the suspension. Then I started driving my Z06, which was able to make it there and make it home no problem.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but it's fun. The people, I like to take other people's cars for rides.
Yeah.
That tends
and not take them to the fence.
And not take them to the fence. I did actually drive that car 5 times the day before.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I like getting people involved in the sport.
Yeah.
Once you meet the people and realize that my goal is to make sure everybody has fun, that their cars work.
Yeah, I hate to tell people that it's an autocross week because there's some people, we have an interview with them, they just took off.
Yeah.
They got like a 58-inch wagon Ford. They don't autocross. It's like mini tub. They're here. They hung out for one day at the autocross.
Yeah.
They're hanging out in the parking lot. They're doing all the parties. They're doing the drives and going to all of our stops, and that's totally okay. You don't even have to take. Well, I don't drive the autocross. I just hang out and do what my wife tells me to.
But when UMI goes to the Carlisle Fairgrounds, sometimes they have ride-along programs. Where, you can jump in somebody's car and they'll take you for a spin.
Yep.
I've done that probably 4 or 5 years now, where I'll go up there and just take people on their first autocross.
Yeah.
And that's more fun than
Yeah.
competition
Yeah, it's
or any
cool.
of stuff.
Yeah.
I've been doing it 26 years. This is one of the most fun trips that we do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you don't always bring that blonde lady back there, do you?
No, she finally started coming out to the events. I've been bringing my son all this time.
She couldn't understand, right? When you tell her what happens, now she's like, oh, okay.
I think she just wants to keep her eye on me. It's really.
Yeah. It's cheaper to get more money too.
Yeah,
It's
right?
easier to get, yeah.
But she does enjoy herself. She's not really a big fan of being in the car when we're racing.
Yeah.
Although when my son drifts, she rides with him, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she trusts him more than you.
There might be a little bit of that, but
I'm sure there's reason. I'm sure she has plenty of reasons.
the harshness of the autocross is not the same as the drifting.
Yeah.
Right, honey? Right. Yeah, she's here.
Well, we always enjoy it when you show up. You always bring the fun with you. And I like seeing you wherever I see you around the
You
country.
guys are also really fun people. Costumes last night were probably the best.
Yeah. What were you guys?
Yeah, I know. We were on a budget trip.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, right.
Well, I thank Jason for being on the trip. It's always a blast, and and Kathy. Yeah.
I want to thank you guys for all the hard work, and after listening to this guy talk about you guys and how much time both of you spend doing what you do, I just want to thank you both for all that you do.
Thanks.
You guys kick butt.
Yeah. participant that's not his first time on the road trip here, Don Croxton out of Indiana. How many times have you been on the Cars and Cones trip?
5.
Why do you guys keep coming back?
Such a good group of people. Such a generous group of people.
Sometimes I wonder if you just do this because then other people will help you fix things on your car during the week. Is that a thing?
That has been a thing in the past.
Yeah.
We've spent a lot of money and time. But yeah, I got to see a lot of shops.
Yeah.
Inside.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, we get to go to really some cool stuff. Me and Carrie call on our friends and say, hey, can we bring a bunch of hooligans around and can you give us some food too? And
exactly.
I can't believe we still talk people into doing this.
I know.
You know?
Every year.
Yeah.
It's a new shop.
We have got some bad rocks allegedly at some hotels that we're not allowed to go back to, but we're going to the hot rod shops yet.
No. We don't stay there long enough.
That's right. Yeah. So what are you driving on the tour?
I got a 67 Camaro that we built as a cancer tribute car. So it's kind of built off the 48-hour Camaro. It's what it was based on. I loved watching that car be built, and that's what we run. You know, we're not fast, but we're.
It's got LS in it?
Yep, LS.
I rode in it the one day on Shenanigans. You got to pay for different stuff to throw at buckets to try to win gift certificates from Summit. And I rode along, and you're like, oh, just put the lap belt on, because I said drive slow so we can try to hit. And I was like, if I hit one, you can have the gift certificate. And you drove slow, but when you seen that I was out of beanbags, you took off, and I almost ended up in your lap. I was holding on for dear life, and you were kind of giggling over there.
It was the best time.
Yeah, you're like, what are you doing to my dash? And I was like, I'm holding on to. I didn't get the full harness on, but I did have my lap belt on, so we were safety about third.
Yeah,
safety third. So you bring a bunch of other hooligans with you, all from the Indiana area.
Yep. So we have 6 this time, which is nice. 5 cars, 6 people, and yeah, we've enjoyed every single time. It's just a way to get away and be around some great people. You know, you and Carrie are spectacular to be around.
Are you drunk already?
No, not yet.
You are a nice dresser today, very snappy dresser. I appreciate the suck
nice.
up there and the strange motion running custom sweatshirt. So what's been your favorite thing so far this week?
I really enjoyed the autocross this week. You know, wasn't very competitive, but it was just fun. It was tight, fun, and we got through a lot of runs. Yeah. You know, you can't do any other event like that where you just run and run and run. You run as much as you want to run, basically. Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah. The group's big enough, but not too big, so you can still do that. And the new people, you get to know the new people because there's not like 1,000 people here. Yeah. So. And we had the people with the C10 and invite us over, let us work in their shop. And, and we corrupted them. I think they're going to be regulars now. Absolutely. Why wouldn't they? Yeah. They've laughed a lot. So. Yeah. They brought me a sticker today. I'm not going to show this on the camera, but they brought me a sticker because they figured out my personality. It fit me perfect, didn't it? Yeah, it does. And, we've caught fire. We've tore the rear end out and blew power steering hoses. And, we just love coming. And we were Ricky Bobby last night for the Halloween contest. Yeah. You were Ricky Bobby? Yeah. Not first, you're last. Yeah. So. He was in the race suit, not his underwear. We might have tried to talk him into running along in his tidy whities, but he said all he had was Speedos. Yeah. You don't want to see that. Yeah. I mean, when I'm in the shower, my wife shuts the light off me because she said, you shouldn't even have to look at that. I don't know. I don't know why you put up with what car? You're not listening to us. We did talk about his car. Yeah. Did you explain? I heard you say that it's cancer. So yeah, my late wife passed from brain cancer, and we just really wanted to go to the first. That's what started this for us. We wanted to go to the first FM3 that went all the way down to Charlotte, North Carolina, and she was getting her treatments there at the Duke University. So that's where it ended up. We actually got to take the car there and get the picture with her doctor and the nurse, and we allow people to sign the car that's battling or lost somebody with cancer. So it's just been a great. It's not about that. It's about the people. We meet so many good people because of that car. So that's what it means to us. It's all about people. Just everybody goes through stuff, whether it's cancer or just life in general. And just be nice to people because you don't know what they're fighting privately. I'm most people, but you. But yeah. Well, you're not that nice to me either. That's what I mean. Yeah. That's why we love each other. I'm nice. So we're brothers. I know. Yeah. Yeah. I really enjoy hanging out with you. But that's what we do with the car. Like I said, it's not the fastest. I'm not the best driver, but we just really like meeting people through that. You know, it's just a tool that.
Yeah, that's not what this is about. It's coming out and having fun with your cars, hanging out with some cool people, seeing some cool stuff.
Yeah, and like you said, we just keep dragging more people that want to do it. You know, that we just tell the story over and over, and they all just want to come and be part of it.
But we want to thank you for doing that with your car and bringing awareness, and we always enjoy you on the road trip, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake.
Hey, welders, ready to upgrade your gear and save some serious dough in the process? The Miller Build with Blue Savings and Rebate Program has you covered. Find amazing deals and cashback rebates on a wide range of Miller products, from welders to plasma cutters and everything in between, all backed by our 3-year warranty. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Take advantage of the Miller Build with Blue program now. Visit us online or stop by your nearest Miller distributor today to start saving.
The Strange Motion Way podcast, brought to you by
Royal Purple. Premium synthetic motor oils and high-performance chemicals have been designed to improve performance, provide long-term protection, and give you the confidence to push your vehicle to the limit. Royal Purple Premium Synthetic Motor Oils.